What's up, everybody? This is going to be an analysis for my subscriber and mod and friend, Ryder. He is the Falco player playing against Falcon. I'm pretty sure this is like a net play recording of him and somebody else that he uploaded to YouTube. And I do give a little bit of leniency to net play sets in terms of execution and stuff, but hopefully there's still going to be things that we can point out and recognize in terms of execution and ideas. But they are going to Pokemon Stadium, and we're going to check it out. They both start side platform. Usually what I like to do here is either shoot a short hop laser on the side platform and then like dash off the back here. Because what Falcon likes to do a lot of the time is dash aerial and do like nair off of this side platform and ends up right here. So if you can like kind of be here with a laser out, you can like shoot a laser right here just in case he like full hops over. And then you do dash off turnaround laser just in case he ends up right here. That way he's in laser stun or whatever. This drop down laser is okay too, but you have to make sure that you're ready to react to him if he dash short hops off at the same moment that you do this. So you can either like shield or do an up tilt or crouch or whatever you need to do. But he actually does an aerial in place, which is kind of funny. Make sure, this is just a little thing already, make sure that your lasers right here are actually higher. I've talked about this in the video describing why high lasers are really, really good. But the higher your lasers are, the more it's going to protect you from people coming down from above. He can actually still hit you in the head if he like comes down from this angle, right? But if you have a laser right here, he can't actually come down through it. So when someone, especially Captain Falcon, is on the side platform, you want to be shooting high short hop lasers. Already we see a little bit of movement that isn't necessarily like conducive to like a solid game plan. Jumping a lot, especially full hopping and double jumping as Falco against Captain Falcon, is actually pretty bad. It can be good in a lot of matchups, which is why you see a lot of Falcons kind of just spam it sometimes, like West Balls. In this matchup in particular, though, Captain Falcon's up air just out-prioritizes you really, really hard. So you have to be extra careful about doing that because you can find yourself in the corner or find yourself like in a combo that just happens because you chose to like jump up there. Right here, I think you could have gone a little bit more aggressive with him on the side platforms, like just dash, shine, dash, jump, shine, one of the tech roll options, and see how it kind of plays out, and you might be able to get a huge combo. Not a lot of reversal options for him. Also could have been slightly better of a punish right there, but I like the up tilts on the descent after you recognize that the down air wasn't going to work. Okay, so this is a tough situation too. You should probably either be crouching here or just like have a read on the mistech with like a turnaround up tilt after that sort of thing. But you get hit with the get up attack. Down tilt, this isn't like a thing that's ever going to really work out for you. But when you're in knockdown like this and Captain Falcon is jumping at you, this is actually a pretty like common situation. It's sort of hard to deal with. Because he has like short hop knee, which can be really difficult because it's so good on shield. His nair, if he times it correctly too, is actually pretty good on shield, and late up air is actually fine too. So like shielding right here, you have to be kind of careful, but you can like shield and then roll. Mango actually does quite a bit of rolling in this matchup, or just holding shield, forcing them to like knee grab you or something. And even that like doesn't necessarily net them like a guaranteed big punish. Other than that, you could do like wake up, turn around, up tilt, but if they choose to like dash dance and wait that out, they can get a grab. So there's like a few mix-ups that you can do here. Spot dodge is a spooky one because a lot of Falcons are going to wait for that, similar to the up tilt because those are the two common ones. Holding shield could be slightly better, but yeah. So this is a tough situation. You down tilt, which means that like up tilting probably just also would have worked. I like this forward smash read. It is just a little unfortunate that Captain Falcon's tech roll is just too long for this to actually work out. Yeah, but that's okay. Jab up smash right here. Like I said, you just want to make sure that you're running as many set plays. Well, I haven't said this yet, but like when I was talking about your movement, like kind of being conducive to a good game plan and making sure that you're not like spending too much time or frames doing things that don't necessarily matter, the better, right? So with this like jab up smash, you have to think about the risk reward, right? Is the jab up smash likely to actually hit, and if it is, what's the implication, right? Like you up smash him and then what? He's not dead, it doesn't combo, it's not that great. One thing that Armada's Fox always talks about, or Armada talks about when he's talking about Fox, is that if it doesn't kill or combo, don't do it, right? And Falco's good enough of a character where if something doesn't kill or combo, you don't really have to do it, right? So jab up smash, just kind of like not really the best thing, but that's okay. You at least had him in a decent situation. This is one of these situations, I want to point this out now, where a lot of mid-level Falcos, well, you see how you shot this laser? This is an excellent laser. I love high lasers against Captain Falcon, especially when they're far away, because it cuts off dash, short hop, aerial, right? And it cuts off him going to the platform too, which is really, really nice. So these high short hop lasers are great, but you shoot one, and then you kind of wait and hesitate, and then you're like, oh, I guess he is really far away. Shoot another one. See, right there. And it's like, you could have just shot like high laser, high laser, high laser, high laser, and he would have just been stuck, like not be able to move. And you can move towards him over into the corner. Then you have frame advantage, percent advantage, like stage advantage, everything that you could ever want. But instead there was like a little bit like mode of hesitation. He went to the side platform and you're playing like a different game, right? Forward smash on the wake up read. That's fine. I actually really like this this dash back laser here that you do. Messing around with the invincibility and rolling is not the best, but I like how you established the laser control and did that dash away laser and then started like kind of lasering more. Probably could have gone like aggressive off of this one right here, but that's okay. And this is why you have to make sure your laser heights are really, really specific in this matchup. You really need to, especially if you're not in Raptor Boost range, which you weren't, you always need to be shooting high lasers, essentially. If Falcon gets above your low lasers like this with a short hop nair, it could be really bad for you. Like, you definitely just had a chance to die there. Don't overcommit too hard a lot of times into the corner, right? So check this out. You had all the laser control, and then you just kind of laser into short hop aerial, which is a classic mid-level Falco thing to do. Again, another low laser that probably could have been a high laser, but this time it actually connects, so that's okay. Yep, just a few things here again that, like, don't necessarily make a lot of sense, like in terms of spending your movement economy, right? So you do like this double jump here, you shoot one laser. If you had actually timed this descending laser well, this would have been working really, really good for you because he actually short hopped and tried to go to the platform and it would have stopped him from doing that. And then you kind of do this jump shine here, which again, I don't know how it would hit. He would have to like run off and not do an aerial or something. And then you like double jump back air and he wasn't there anymore. So, like, what I'm trying to point out here is I'm not necessarily just trying to be like, wow, you're not doing anything that makes any sense. I'm saying, like, you want to wait, watch, and react to where your opponent is and do something good in response, right? And also make sure that your execution is tight enough that you're not just kind of wasting time shooting, like, one laser in the air, not having the second one down, or shooting the lasers too low and it not actually serving a purpose, right? If you shoot that high laser, it has a much stronger purpose than if you had been shooting it low like that. Okay, so on wake up there, that was kind of the situation that we had talked about before. You actually held shield here, and he just run up, grabbed you. So kind of good on him. He was probably trying to react, to be honest. It was just late. So that was like a situation. It's always hard to tell. That was probably a situation where you could have actually spot dodged this because your shield was up for a few frames. Here, if we just look. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you actually could have rolled here too. You actually had enough time. So I usually buffer one of those options if I'm not like for sure gonna hold shield. So my shield only pops up for one frame, then I do the thing, right? Yeah, but that's okay. You like holding shield there isn't the worst thing in the world either. Okay, he lets you live, which is okay. You had a really strong opportunity here to do like a shield pressure mix-up or just a mix-up on his landing in general. Did the short hop up air, which is a little unfortunate. And you were over in the corner after that, which was also pretty bad, but that's okay. Let's see, he goes for a knee, doesn't quite cover it. Up air, grab ledge, yeah. That was a tough situation once he'd grabbed you, but you were kind of overcommitted in the corner, and he kind of had control at that point, kind of just off of your execution mistake. Okay, high lasers, not bad. He's trying to go to the side platforms, but it's going to go down anyway. I like most of this. This is so troll that this platform came down because I actually really like the lasers that you're shooting. You could be shooting slightly faster and also slightly higher, like I've been mentioning. But like the turnaround up tilt in that kind of range right there was really good. He backed off and you did a back air to stuff out an approach right here. But then the platform came up and like he didn't get inhibited by the platform. You did. Your aerial just stopped and then he hit you. See this here? So like, I don't know. That's dumb. You actually made a really good decision there. And I like how you were walling out. Okay, I don't mind the shine grab, and the forward throw into the corner was actually really, really good too. So what you need to know about this is that grabbing and forward throwing after 37% on every single character will send them into tumble, which means that they'll go into knockdown. A lot of characters don't even have the option to jump out. A character like Peach, if you forward throw them, obviously can like jump out with the right DI and timing of their jump and everything, or puff. But if they just don't press anything, they'll have to tech. Similar, and Captain Falcon can't jump out of it. And so you can actually go for a read off of this. You forward throw, and then you just go for like dash, short hop, down air on their wake up right here. And you actually probably could have gotten something. I really like the spacing that you set up here. This is a really strong thing to do. You limit him, shoot him with lasers, then he goes into shield. This is an incredibly well-spaced up tilt. And then this range right here, if Falcon tries to short hop Nair drift towards you, they either need a very extremely specific timing to beat your up tilt, or they just run out of the up tilt and either trade or lose. And since you have the percent advantage, the trade is going to work out for you every single time regardless. And the first hit of Falcon's Nair, if I'm not mistaken, has set knockback. So you can just trade with it all the time and it doesn't even matter. So this is good. I love that range that you set up. The punish off of that could have been slightly better, but that's okay. Windmill shenanigans. I don't know too much of what to say. He was going for the down tilt on you, kind of like going to the ledge here. Oh, this was a situation, I believe, where, yeah, you were kind of, not necessarily on wake up, but like you didn't have advantage. You tried to shoot a laser too slow, and he was like kind of already getting to you right there. So just make sure, again, that you're not hesitating when they're far enough away that you can shoot lasers. An up tilt, back air, not bad. Windmill messes things up again, which is okay. I love that you established control here. Shot a laser, got him in shield, shot a second laser, then moved in. That's great. Bam, bam, bam. Could have been slightly better timing, and the down tilt was a little questionable, but it worked out, and it's a timing mix-up. It's okay. Decent coverage there, too, on the edge guard, and a good wave dash to the ledge. Lots of good things, like, kind of within the last, like, 10 seconds of play, which is really, really good. I like to see that. Again, kind of rolling when he has invincibility. You want to be careful. Either go to the ledge or do some, like, kind of tricky movement option instead of the roll. He can kind of just cover that because he can stand still with no threat of you, like, counter-hitting or anything, and then just cover it. And then the air dodge a little too high above the stage gave him something to react to here. But I think you were a little freaked out that you did the instant double jump. So this double jump right here that you slid off right here, you could do instant side B and go past, which is something that I do all the time that I actually stole from Westballs. And you can either shorten that or not. But you can also like just drop down shine stall, double jump, regrab ledge, or jump back or something like that instead of just the immediate double jump. A lot of mid-level players just jump out of hit stun as soon as possible and put themselves in situations kind of like that. So let's see, laser, I like it a lot. When you have invincibility like this, there's no reason for you to back off. So you get to like force a mix-up. You get laser, I would do another approaching laser. And if he doesn't roll past you, he's either eating a mix-up or he jumps up here, you react, jump, shine, and then you just like start a combo, right? But instead you backed off, which is a little unfortunate. Not a terrible idea with the jump shine, I don't mind it. A little poorly spaced on some of your aerials and approaches too. That's just something that maybe will come with time, but you can also just kind of practice your different ranges and how far you need to jump to do certain things. Because that's kind of like the second time you've either done like an aerial or like a shine grab that was kind of just outside of the range and you weren't threatening too much. That down air right afterwards was another kind of prime example. So you shine grab and then down air right here just kind of wasn't going to hit. Yeah, so you want to make sure that like you understand the threat ranges and like how far you can drift and everything before you actually get on top of somebody. Because being on top of Captain Falcon is really, really good, and you set up the control like perfectly. You got him into shield, and like all of these mix-ups would have been great if you were just closer. So working on the spacing would have helped you a ton. A little unfortunate with a couple missed techs right there, and a missed meteor cancel as well. So he gets the up air, gets the read, gets another read, gets another read. So that's 3 reads. And then like a little bit of mixed execution from you as well. Because right here you could have done like a slide off like shine stall, double jump back, side B sweet spot. Or maybe at least like done this angle a little bit better or tech that. There's like probably a couple things that you could have done here. But like in reality it's like he read you 3 times. And it's essentially because you didn't make the most of this situation, right? And you ended up committing too far into the corner. If you realize that like you're a little bit uncomfortable or like there's a situation where you thought one thing would happen, but it didn't really happen, you can back off, set up laser control, and like move back into it if you want. Overcommitting when you don't have that control anymore because you've messed up can be really bad, right? Because they could just flip the script on you. Falco needs to control the center, or else you're going to be that glass cannon Falco that dies at 0%. Just a couple reads and Falcon can kill you. Like if you have the control and Falcon's not knocking you down and he's not hitting you in the corner or far enough off the stage, like Falcon's a very sturdy character. So just keep that in mind. Oh, I really love the position you set up there and everything. You're setting up control very well. It could be slightly better with slightly higher lasers, but like you're setting him up into shield and waiting in really good ranges, but not quite reacting properly. Like right there, It's an easy shine or a short hop drill or an up tilt or something. You catch him going to the side platform, go for a read on the tech roll to the left. I don't mind it. This is actually pretty low risk right here because it's really hard for him to just straight up punish you. This is a situation, though, that you have to be careful with. This is actually one of my biggest habits that you actually just did. So in a situation like this where you guys both just came out of lag and you're in this situation right here, if you go for a dash back short hop laser and they go for an approaching aerial at the exact same time, you're actually going to get hit. So what you want to do here instead is to hold your ground. I have to tell myself to do this a lot. Either short hop auto cancel back air or do an up tilt right here. It is a mix up because if they wait for either of those two things, they can get a run up grab. But you just have to be careful doing that dash back laser because they can just get right on top of you, right? Again, the spacing and like your like ranges that you're working with in and out of your dash just seem to be slightly off. I like the turnaround up tilt there. Nice. Good back air. Took his jump. Really nice edge guard too. Good stuff. Nice. Really, really good. See, that was you holding your ground. That was super solid. And again, some messed up execution here with him having invincibility. Kind of got you off guard, and now you're in the corner trying to fight your way out. You double jumped on accident, which we already talked about. Really isn't effective against Captain Falcon, right? Again, you're jumping into the corner. Okay, you rolled out. This is like the first semblance of like control and like stability that we've had, right? So he misses the read, you roll, and then you hit him with a laser. This was a prime opportunity for you to go aggressive. So first of all, once you hit this laser, you could have just shined here and it would have just true comboed, and then you could have started the combo or whatever, because you're +3 or +1, depending on how stale the laser is, after shooting somebody point blank like this. And so laser shine just true combos. They can't get their shield up or anything. And what you're looking for here is definitely a shine. So a little unfortunate that you didn't recognize that situation, and then grabbing at low percent doesn't really do a ton either, which is unfortunate. I prefer to go for like, if this was laser shine, late aerial shine, fadeaway aerial, or late aerial shine, double shine or something, I probably would have approved that a lot more. But the laser grab, although it was like it worked and it was like decently guaranteed in that situation, just doesn't net you anything, which is incredibly unfortunate. Okay, I don't mind anything that you did here. Lasers from a distance, short hop laser approach, and then a short hop aerial. He just happened to roll behind you. You shield the roll to air, or the aerial, which is really good. Up tilt, up tilt. Ooh, you did an up smash instead, which is okay. A little bit poor of a timing on your down air right here. This could have been a late down air. And then, or you could have just fast fallen after the hit lag and then L canceled, and you probably could have comboed this slightly better with like a turnaround up tilt. But it ends up working out anyway because he goes for a Falcon punch, and now there's a pit here. Oh, you get hit by the get up attack. Okay, stomp right there. That's really hard to deal with. So if Captain Falcon's on this little side platform here in this pit, stomp just literally, you see his feet, his hitbox is even lower. So you have to be really careful being in the pit when he's right up there. You generally have to make kind of like a more aggressive play, like a full hop aerial out of the corner or something like that. You get some reads on some mistechs. Okay, up tilts. I like that. Nice, nice, nice. Back air, up air. Okay. Yeah, I usually don't like these like skirmishes or whatever in the pit because they seem so random, but there are certain things that you can kind of react to as they happen, and it seemed like you actually reacted pretty well. The down air up tilt was a read, but this back air, that down air was really good. So this down air up tilt, you kind of like you reacted to. It's like, oh, I could just like kill full hop, get the up air. So it's like a solid conversion. Wow, you teabagged the guy. Come on, Ryder. Come on. But yeah, no, I really like how you set up control. Just keep in mind that you can laser slightly faster and slightly higher, and it will be even more effective for you. And then make sure that you're making the most of the control by moving in with late aerials when you can, or those approaching lasers that you were doing were actually really, really good. It's just that like sometimes you wouldn't make the most off of the pressure sequence like once you got it started. Other than that, try not to overcommit into the corner when you don't have to or when you feel uncomfortable. And then work on like your drift and knowing exactly how far you can move with your dash aerials, depending on how you drift them and all that stuff. Because it seems like you had so many times where you had him in shield, but you just kind of like shine grab out of the thing or like down here too far away. But I really like the like turnaround up tilts you were doing, and the back airs that you were doing in general were pretty good, and were set up at good spacings. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful for you. If any of you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll try to get to it. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later, okay?